popular pub as well as a hotel and venue, the Bluebell Hotel has its regular locals from the village. Steve, who's been the bar manager here for over 6 years, knows them not only by name, but by which seat they sit in too.
Paul, Christine, Anne, Terry, Dave, Teresa, because Christine and Paul have gone before they come in. Rolson usually sits there. If Gary, who used to be in, sat there, or they're in there playing pool.
Having worked here for longer than most, Steve, like any good bar manager, has the locals' routine memorised.
Christine will sit there, they'll have a half each. Then when Terry and Anne come in, Anne will sit there, Terry will sit there, and that's it. Once Paul and Christine go, they go. You'll probably get Dave and Teresa who live up the village. Dave sits that end with his chair turned that way. Yeah, he has to have his chair on like that with his coat on the back of it, and then she'll sit. Teresa will sit there. They have cushions down there because the seats are too soft, too hard for them. So we give them cushions so they can sit there for hours. And that's basically it. Yeah, they quite literally, that's where they sit.
And when he's not providing soft furnishings for the regulars, it's not beyond the scope of the bar manager to be providing emergency first aid too.
People sort of like getting too drunk, falling over, breaking themselves. Teresa managed to do that last week. Managed to fall over and ended up in Scarborough Hospital. 21 stitches. So, but that tickled us. It didn't tickle her at the time, but.
I've been here drinking. I had about 12 Pims and lemonade, 5 vodka and cokes. Left the bar but don't remember leaving the bar. Went to the toilet. I went to the disabled one, and instead of coming out and coming up the steps, I went the opposite way, and I got a bit friendly with a flower vase, and boom, straight into it. And then I went to Scarborough Hospital at past 11 at night, and it's still, that was 5 weeks ago, it's still there. And then when Amber saw me on the Friday, she says, oh, because I came in with sunglasses on. She says, and I had to take them off because I couldn't see anything. And she says, oh, I'll have to give you a hug. And she's the only one that gave me a hug, bless her. Yeah, she did. Yeah. You heard about my fall?
Did you? Oh yeah, that was anniversary as well.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're one of the cheapest pubs in the area. Not last winter, the winter before, on the pool team, went into Stirling Castle in Bread, and it was £3.40 for a pint of Foster's. I nearly fell over. Our lass sort of like held me up. I was £3.40 for a pint now.
Tonight sees the popular murder mystery dinner return to the Bluebell. Usually a complete sellout, tonight is no exception. Jack, who runs the company It's Murder, has arrived early to set up.
There's the man. Oh, young man.
Keep right.
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
All right. We've got it decorated tastefully for you, I think, haven't we?
Well, apart from the kiddies' corner, yes, we're fine, thank you. Everything else is okay?
What's wrong with the kiddies' corner? It's perfect.
Okay. Who am I to argue with you?
It's Christmas.
I know.
Yeah, that's the spirit of what it's about, I guess.
Indeed.
Great big Father Christmas in the corner.
Oh, and you as well.
And me as well, there we are. They get me for nothing. Welcome, yeah. You get me for nothing.
The company called It's Murder. We're actually celebrating 15 years, so it's quite an achievement. We're very pleased to be here now. It's our 3rd year, and we do a different theme every particular year.
We're going to be doing a murder mystery tonight, which will be starting at a drinks reception, and we're moving on to dinner.
The purpose of me getting here early is to look at the layout of the room, maybe to get things changed slightly, because what we're very concerned with is that the guests get the best possible enjoyment out of it, and can hear and see everything that's going to go on.
At some point, somebody will get murdered, and there'll be a number of suspects, and basically all the guests have got to help the police find out who done it.
They're going to meet, presumably in the bar later on. Various members of the cast will join them, but they will already have a sheet telling them about the theme and what characters are going to meet. Now, I don't want to give anything away because I want you to wait and see what's going to happen, but ultimately something will happen, otherwise we've lost the plot. And then we get them through here to dine. The police will arrive to give sleuthing tips, and then basically that's when it all mainly kicks off, if you like.
Deciding who's done it is the vicar.
There's dinners, weekends, you name it. Lots and lots of different venues, hotels and private parties, corporates. Huge amounts of different scripts as well, really, and lots of different characters. So it's great fun. Fantastic fun, in fact. You get to murder people and get away with it sometimes.
After a sleepy phone call with Alan earlier, Jessica landed the job as new barmaid.
Especially when I phoned up, she didn't know who I was. That's a bit disconcerting. I'm the guy who pays the wages. He said, who's that?
Alan, you don't even know what me and Dave is.
Yeah, well, that's pretty reasonable. Most people would tend to say that.
I think I was in bed because I was hungover. And it just kept ringing me. I didn't know the number, so I didn't answer at first. And I thought it kept ringing me, so I thought, oh. So I answered it, and he just like really happy, and he's like, oh, you've got the job. So I was like, oh. So I was just like excited, really. It's good, I like it, it's friendly. So I get on with all the regulars and stuff.
And after settling in quickly, she's made friends already with some of the other staff.
She's lovely. She's really good to work behind the bar with because she's just really funny, some of the stuff that she does. We was on the other night last week, and we had a really bad cold, and she had it worse, I think, and she was drinking her tea, and then I don't know what had happened, but she just sort of like choked really bad and just spat the tea full length of the bar, and it just went everywhere, all over the bar, the lot, and it was just really funny.
Well, I was just taking a sip and I choked on it. It just went all over the bar. Oh, who knew that?
Happy to have a full-time job, Jessica hasn't lost sight of her future though.
I wanted to be have a massive office and like marketing and stuff like that, something like that. But I'm not sure because I've quit college now, so it's a bit going for like a midlife crisis kind of thing.
Visiting relatives before Christmas, the Bluebell's disabled facilities have been the deciding factor when choosing a hotel for this family.
We're visiting relatives.
Yes, we're visiting relatives in Bridlington today.
We're on the Christmas run, bringing the presents.
Yes, same for the weekend. We're just waiting for the taxi now, just to take us to where we're going. Manacor. Are you saying anything to you?
No, I'll agree with whatever you say.
She usually does a sing song, but
She'll say that when we come back.
she's had enough tunes today, so.
We've been struggling lately because she can't get out of the wheelchair and she needs reins and stuff.
And I know this is awful to talk about, but that's one of the best I've seen.
So it was. No, it is.
Back at the murder mystery dinner, guests have arrived and have begun filling up the bar area, ready for the evening's entertainment to begin.
It's my first one I've run. They're really good. The only thing is, I'll warn you now, about between 7:30 and 8 o'clock I'm always thinking, when's it going to be? When's it? And all of us, you hear this big scream and you think, oh no, because it really goes through your ears.
What is the matter?
Charlotte, tell us what's happening. What's up? What's going on?
As far as been to the Channel Islands and done murder mysteries on trains and those kind of places, really. So it's great fun. Yeah, most of the time the venues are really, really good, and it is a great venue as well. Yeah, well, tonight I'm going to be Major Johnny James. So he's retired Army Major, and he's recently moved to the village where this is set. So yes, he's sort of, well, very much, I suppose almost stereotypically the retired, ex-army, very stiff upper lip, that kind of thing, really, and sort of stalwart of the village, and yeah, that's really what he is. Yeah. But he's quite an interesting character to play. He's not at all like me.
The Murder Mystery Night attracts around 75 guests, and Alan lays on a 3-course meal for everyone, which means all the hotel staff join in when it comes to serving. The quality of the food produced here comes as a bit of a surprise to some of the guests.
Better than we expected. We thought it would just be like sort of pub grub, but it was a lot better than that.
Yeah, it's been a really
got any opinions about who did it, so to speak.
We're ending up at sleuth time now, so take my decision. My decision's about to come, I think. I know which one I'm going for.
As the actors really get into the roles, some of the guests have been tampering with the inflatable Santa corner, and it's up to Alan to sort them out.
The really good news is, Jack, that 25,000 people can see you on TV.
But with no real harm done, the guests are returned to their seats and the evening continues. From weddings to murders, superstars to ghosts, whatever happens at the Bluebell Hotel, you can be sure that it won't be ordinary. But there will always be a warm welcome from Alan and the staff. And with everyone still in the dark about who else is playing after status quo in the summer, it's up to the staff to sum up Alan, his big ideas, and the Bluebell Hotel.
I'll love my job.
It's a lot more like friendlier and easygoing here.
It's mad and it's chaos and there's stuff going on all the time, but you know, you just sort of come in and thrive on it. So
Alan's as good a boss as any.
Sometimes he's a bit demanding, but aren't all bosses.
I love it.
I've not had many better bosses, let's put it that way.
Probably stay a while, unless I get fired.